Your snout trustworthy, is he?
As much as anything in this world. Any more coffee?
No, sorry, it's gone. I'm finished. What do you reckon?
That needs it all.
Okay.
You watch the BMW.
Yeah.
Hey! Now you're going to be a good boy from now on, do you understand?
Hey!
Now just stay out of this!
Get this nutter off me!
Good to see you, Jim. You're just in time to witness my arrest.
Well, what happened?
Criminal damage. I'm off duty. I see him smash it.
Is that right?
Yeah, and then he took a swing at me. I didn't do nothing. You got right out of control.
The state of him.
Yeah, well, he needed a lesson.
A lesson?
Yeah, sometimes they need one.
Look, John, I didn't see this.
What? You're my witness?
Not on this one.
Right, well, we'll talk about this back of the neck. Have you got wheels?
I'm on Obbo! I'll call you a van. Look, mate, are you all right?
I wasn't doing nothing.
All right, all right. Come on. Sierra Oscar from Sierra Oscar 7 receiving over.
Did I miss something?
Go ahead, Jim.
Can you organise some transport to the corner of Maybury and Western Road? There's a body coming in, care of DC Bolton.
Bolton? What's Barton Street doing on our ground?
Look, just get me the van, Dave.
Touchy?
What is Barton Street doing here? He's off duty. He's keen, isn't he?
Just there, Reg. Over there.
Give it a long way from home. You get lost, did you?
Yeah, that's why I called a taxi.
You were witness for Barton over the Pringle complaint last year, weren't you? When Pringle claimed he went way over the top.
Yeah, what about it?
It's your old mates, aren't you?
Well, this could be it. I see one male, 5'3", wearing a baseball cap and leather jacket. He's been to night school for this.
Professional.
Well, here we go.
She's a girl, eh? You need a hand?
Oh, thanks. Cartosh, yeah. I'm arresting you for the attempted taking of a vehicle. You do not have to say anything unless you wish to do so, but what you say may be given in evidence. Do you understand?
It's my car.
Left the car keys at home, have you?
In you go, then.
Hey, in you go.
Right. Well, we want to interview him about the phone box. There's been a lot of vandalism around here recently. Hey, bit of a result you happening on him, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'll get that shiner of his looked at too.
He was a maniac. Jim Carver saw the whole thing.
Oh, so he'll do the honours on the nicking then.
Should do.
Speaking of who? Right, Tosh. Jim's body, Sarge. Lucky Jim.
You were kidding what you said back at the arrest.
No.
Right, name?
Can we have a chat in private?
First name.
In here.
Right. Address?
Yes, it's Tingalog.
What is this, Jim? You were there.
After you nicked him, yeah.
We are grown-ups, aren't we? Go witness for me and we can make it watertight.
No.
Can I ask why?
You were knocking 6 bells out of him.
Yeah, so?
You remember Chris Pringle?
Of course I do, little git.
Well, I never saw it, but I witnessed that arrest for you because you said he got out of hand.
Well, he did. But this is a one-off.
Is it?
Like I said, Jim, it's a one-off.
No, I never saw it.
Where all this happened, Tosh? In the car park. Everything all right?
Yeah, fine.
You sure?
Yeah.
Good. John.
All right, Sarge.
How you doing, mate?
I'm all right. How are you?
What you doing here?
Well, I made an arrest off duty, but, well, maybe I shouldn't have bothered.
Why? Trouble?
I don't want to stir it. I just expected a bit more support from certain quarters.
Yeah. Anyone I know?
Jim Carver.
Listen, where you heading?
Gonna write the IRB.
All right, see you in the canteen before you go.
All right.
All right, mate.
Later.
Hey.
Oh, Jim, John Bolton says you'll witness his arrest. That's the criminal damage and the assault on a police officer.
No, Sarge.
You weren't?
I never saw it.
Oh, right. I'll see you later.
Yes, Sarge.
Right, open up! Come on, open the door!
What?
I want to make a complaint.
Oh, you do surprise me.
Is he gone?
Who?
The bastard who beat me up. I want him done.
You don't refuse to back someone without a reason.
Look, there's no problem.
OK, well, suit yourself then.
Yes, gentlemen.
Sir, we need some info on a prisoner. We've just done a PNC check. I need to look at her juvenile record.
Name?
Tina Locke.
You got a spare day or two, have you?
Sir?
I understand you want to make a complaint.
One of your lot done this.
You're alleging an officer assaulted you?
Bolton. He sat on my back and banged my head on the floor.
I understood you assaulted him.
I was already handcuffed when he started. I should have known.
Why is that?
About 6 months ago, Bolton pulled me in for attacking an OAP. Didn't even get to court.
The CPS threw it out?
Right. But Bolton said I'd done it and he'd get me. So here I am.
You didn't consider filing a complaint when he threatened you?
No proof. Besides, I didn't want to make any trouble. Come and found me, didn't it?
You wanted to see me, sir?
Yes, close the door. You had some trouble with an arrest today.
Well, he went a bit OTT, but I soon got it in hand. Why, is there a problem?
Owen alleges you assaulted him and knocked his head on the floor.
No, that's rubbish. He struggled and he fell.
I see. He says you have a vendetta against him.
I'm sorry, sir.
That you've had him marked since the CPS refused to proceed for an attack on an OAP.
Well, it's true that he helped me with my inquiries a few months ago about an assault, yes, sir.
Did you threaten him at all? In the heat of the moment, perhaps?
No, sir. Owen's been in and out of Nick since he was a nipper.
He claims he's trying to reform.
Well, he obviously knows the ropes, so he probably hopes to do some sort of a deal.
What, we forget his crimes if he drops charges against you?
Well, you see him try it all the time, don't you, sir?
Yes, you do. Still, we have to play by the book. FME's on his way to examine you both.
Of course, sir.
Well, Tina has been a busy girl.
Oh, yeah. TDA, insufficient evidence. TDA, no further action. TDA, caution.
She's been lucky. Used up her cautions when a juvenile, but avoided deeper trouble by the skin of her teeth.
Well, now she's 17, things will be different.
We have tried to keep her out of contact with hardened elements that she'd find in prison. She hasn't had much of a start in life.
There's millions of other sob stories that haven't made this much trouble.
She's bright and sensitive. If someone could get through to her.
Well, my info says she's been supplying handlers who've worked this manor for the last year.
Will you play it how you think best?
She's used the chances. Sir.
Sir.
How's it looking?
You can get dressed now. Bolton's got bruising to the hands and knees. No facial marks, but some minor marks to the body.
Owen claims Bolton banged his head on the floor.
Well, it's possible.
But the cut could have been sustained during restraint.
Or a fall, perhaps. The black eye, well, that's not unusual in a violent arrest, is it?
No. Right, thanks. OK, Mr. Owen, if you'd care to come this way.
So what's next?
We want to interview you about the damaged phone box.
Yeah, I don't want Bolton near me.
We'll get somebody else to talk to you.
Well, what about the assault? The doc saw the marks.
All they show is that you were involved in a fight.
That copper, he was there. He pulled Bolton off me.
Which officer?
This one here.
You're saying he saw the assault?
Yeah. Oi, you're my witness.
Come on.
Look, I definitely want to go on with this complaint.
I'll talk to you in a minute. Adam, put him back in the cell. Jim.
Sir?
Can you spare a moment?
Yeah, OK. Sir?
I understand you were present at an arrest made by DC Bolton today.
I radioed it in, yes.
What did you see?
Nothing, sir.
You saw nothing at all?
No, sir.
Owen's made a complaint that Bolton assaulted him.
I never saw it.
You didn't intervene in the arrest?
I arrived after Bolton had completed the arrest, sir.
All right, Jim, you can go.
Right, we all set up?
Yeah. Tina, sit down.
Interview with suspect Tina Locke commences 15:57. DC's present are Lyons and Carver. Right, firstly, Tina, I must caution you that you don't have to say anything unless you wish to do so, but what you say may be given in evidence. So, let's talk about this car you were stealing.
I wasn't stealing it.
So how do you account for being in the vehicle then?
I was looking in it. Yeah. I saw that it wasn't locked, so I went to lock it for the owner. First, I was looking for a pen to write that he should take more care to lock it. There's a lot of thieves, see?
All right, that'll do.
What?
We saw you break in.
Who are you stealing for?
Don't know what you mean.
This is no game, Tina. You're in real trouble.
Sure. What'll I get? A slap on the wrist and serving biscuits to Wrinkleys on Saturdays?
Not in the past, that's true. The courts have been unwilling to put young offenders inside, but you're 17 now. An adult with a history of TDAs going back years. You could well be looking at a custodial sentence.
I'll take my chances.
Well, I was told you were brighter than that. This'll be your first time inside, wouldn't it? Well, if that's what you want, fine.
What else can I do?
Well, if you had the choice, where would you be in 5 years' time?
Seriously?
Oh, yeah.
You know, job, house, car. A swimming pool would be good.
Well, that's better than a bunk bed, a cupboard and 10 square feet of floor space, anyhow. Interview terminated at 15:59. Now, we're going to give you some time to think about this, Tina. Cells are good for that. There's no distractions. Come on.
As an ex-Barton Street man, I thought you might be able to fill me in.
I remember John Bolton as a good officer. Popular with his colleagues, keen at the job. He was transferred from Romford to Stafford Row about 18 months ago. From there to Barton Street.
Any record of violence?
What exactly does the complaint entail?
Holding a prisoner down and giving him a hiding.
Any evidence?
The FME feels the injuries are inconclusive.
And I think what we should be looking at here is Bolton's record for thief-taking, Andrew. Not whether he handed out an extra slap or two whilst getting it. What does Carver say, so?
He claims not to have seen the arrest.
He hasn't defended Bolton.
He didn't see anything, sir.
I smashed this phone box today, but that's it.
Why just that one?
I know, it was stupid.
Then why do it then?
OK, so I got a record as a kid, but I've been a good boy for years. Ever since I got a job at St Hugh's.
So what went wrong?
Today I got laid off.
So you felt like lashing out?
Well, yeah, I saw the phone box and just chucked a brick at it. That's all there is to it.
So you're denying all knowledge of the other incidents of criminal damage?
Of course I do. Look. DC Bolton beat me up in front of another copper and I am looking at a police assault charge. What are you doing about the copper who saw it?
I think he's going to go to a cover-up.
Yeah, but you hear things though, Reg. So I'd just like to hear Bolton's side of the story.
10 minutes later, me and Danny pick him up because someone rings in saying there's a pervert dressed in women's clothes.
You thought you pulled on the way back,
We had some laughs in Romford, didn't we, Sarge?
Yeah. Why had you got transferred?
Yeah, there's just too many Essex girls that way.
Right.
Why?
Well, you know what it's like when the tom-toms get going.
So what have you heard?
Well, just something about a vagrant over at Stafford Row who got a bit of a cookie.
No, that got dropped. The real reason I left Romford was that someone I knew got killed. Do you remember that, Sarge?
Yeah, mate, yeah.
We got to go, eh, mate?
Yep.
See you later, mate.
Cheers, Sarge.
Yeah, see ya.
Sarge. Sarge.
So what's this about Jim Carver?
Well, I asked him to witness an arrest for me, you know, as a favour. But he won't do it.
No?
And I could do it the backing as well, because it's turned into an assault complaint.
That's not Jim's style, to leave a mate in the lurch.
Yeah, I know.
Nothing in it.
Would it matter? We need to know who we can trust.
Let's talk about something else.
Like what?
Like why you left home at 16.
I was chucked out by my dad.
Why did you do that?
I hate him. He never forgave me for being a girl.
He wanted a boy.
No, he wanted a goose that laid golden eggs.
Well, we all want one of those, don't we? You ever tried to get help?
From who?
DSS, perhaps?
Dream on. The homeless don't exist. And they'd have to equal my earnings. 200 a week.
I don't think that's going to happen.
There you go, then.
Maybe somewhere to stay could be sorted, though.
You're trying to pull a fast one, aren't you?
No, I...
Yeah, you are. Parents, DSS, coppers. You're just there to keep me down.
Let me give you some free advice. The courts will take an interest if you're seen to cooperate.
Suppose I don't.
But it wasn't a threat. But it was a chance. I wouldn't waste it if I were you. When did you stop joyriding for kicks and start taking money for it?
A year or so ago. When I was thrown out, I realised I had a talent I could earn good money with.
Nicking cars?
Most rich people want their cars nicked. Jimmy pointed it out. They get new ones on the insurance. That's why they leave them unlocked or in stupid places.
So who's Jimmy?
What?
You mentioned somebody called Jimmy.
I don't know.
Tina, I need specific incidents of theft. I need the names of your contacts.
Sure. Then I'm banged up while you go after the big fish.
Trust me.
You're a copper.
Look, we can help each other here, you know.
How?
If I saw about summer, you could find your feet.
Like a house or something?
Sheltered accommodation, a proper place to stay.
That's great. Thanks very much indeed. Bye. You're in luck. I called in an old favour. The Hill Housing Trust has a place for Tina. She should make her way to that address today.
Thank you, sir.
This is a change of heart from you, isn't it? I thought she'd used her chances.
Well, like I said, sir, she's in trouble. She needs a hand to get out of it.
Ah, Jim. You should know I've contacted MS-15 over the Owen complaint. After the court case, they'll want to talk to you.
Right, sir.
Weren't you involved in one of the Bolton assault complaints before?
Yes, sir. It was a raid on a handler's house. One of them.
Chief Inspector Cato tells me there have been 3 other cases like this. No witnesses.
Really, sir?
There's a feeling upstairs that Bolton has been sailing very close to the wind. Any officers near him should be sure of where they stand. They wouldn't be helping themselves if they were thought to be looking away. Do you understand me, Jim? Just think about it. That's all.
Jim, I was hoping to catch you.
Sarge?
You going to tell me what's up between you and Bolton?
Look, last year I protected Bolton from an assault complaint because he said the prisoner got out of hand.
So?
Well, when I turn up today, he's got Owen's hands cuffed and he's banging his head on the floor. He expects me to do the same again.
So he went a bit overboard?
Yeah, I look the other way.
You stand together.
He's done this 3 times before.
Look, I know John. He's always been a good copper.
Well, you weren't there today, were you?
Jim, just have another word. Maybe you misunderstood each other.
All right. Well, I'll just get this interview sorted.
What did they say? No room at the inn.
You've got a place. The Hill Housing Trust, Willow Tree Road.
You've done that?
Yeah. It's up to you what you do now.
Sit down, will you, Tina?
Interview with Tina Locke resumes at 16:27. Those present as before. Now, Tina.
You think I'm suddenly going to grass on my mates just like that?
I know. There's no going back. It's your decision.
Croft. Jimmy Croft. He gave me the order for the BMW.
Where does he live?
Flat 18, Napier House. He's got a lockup. Can do resprays and everything.
Owen had done a few juvenile crimes before. Joyriding, shoplifting. But assaulting an OAP seems out of character, don't you think?
No, he did it, sir. He just got away with it because his mates covered for him.
Is that right?
Obviously, one learns to take these things philosophically.
I hope so, because I'd be concerned if I thought an officer had lost sight of that. Not only for him, but for his colleagues. You understand that, Bolton?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I just had a chat with Monroe. I expected a well done, at least. I'll tell you, mate, I'm off.
Look, John. I think you ought to have a word with Jim before you go.
Yeah, I think so, too.
You understand you're not being charged but released while his inquiry's underway, due to return in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, got it.
Now, I'm only doing this because you've got the place at Hill House. I want you to go straight there from here now, you understand?
Yeah, I do. It's just that
What?
I've never been to a place like that before. What are they? Social workers or something?
It's a start.
There's people there who can help you sort out the DSS. Offer advice. If you have any trouble, you've got my office number.
Okay. Listen, I didn't think you were genuine about all this. I'd kind of given up. Thanks.
Tina! Don't let me down!
Right, Mr. Ryan. You're being bailed to appear before Scannell Magistrates Court. If you'd just like to sign there, please.
Is that it? Aren't you going to do something about the complaint?
As I was about to explain, Mr. Oyner, since the assault complaint is sub judice, someone from complaints will interview you after the court case.
You're not going to do anything, are you?
The matter will be dealt with. You're entitled to know exactly what stage the investigation has reached at any time.
I don't believe this. I'm going inside because some pig wanted to flex his muscles. Oh, you! You're stitching me up, you are?
The complaint will be dealt with.
Tell them! Tell them I didn't do nothing!
Mr. Ryan, if you'd just like to come back here and sign this form.
Straight down. No. I shot you. Jim?
John? Just what have you been doing, eh?
John.
It's all right, Sarge. We all want things smoothed. First, I want to know what you've got against me doing my job.
Listen, I looked the other way for you.
You didn't stand by me, though, did you? The cloth binds together, Jim.
Oh, yeah? Well, just how far would you have gone if I hadn't shown up?
No, that's not the point. I want to know, were you with me or what?
And what about the next one? And the one after that?
I told you about that.
This is a one-off. Well, you've already got 3 complaints like this at Barton Street.
Have you been checking up on me?
You lied.
Yeah, well, they needed a lesson.
And not from you, they didn't.
Just whose side do you want, eh, Jim? Ours or theirs?
Oi!
Table's free, lads. Go home, John.
Sarge.
Go home. He's right, Jim. Gotta know whose side you're on when it goes to court.
But you just can't keep looking the other way, can you?
No. Can't.
Let's hope we strike lucky this time.
What, with a 15-year-old kid with one previous for dipping?
It's the only break we've had. No, there's only Joe and his mum. The father, Dan Paley, took off a couple of months back.
What's the kid like?
Pleasant enough. When I nicked him, I wouldn't have said he struck me as one of life's natural villains.
Someone in the window, Sarge.
That's Joe. Joe Paley,
You've got to come quick, it's my mum.
Mrs. Paley?
I just found her lying there.
Have you called an ambulance?
I was going to, then I saw you.
I'll get onto it. No! It's okay, sweetheart. Come on. Let's get you somewhere more comfortable.
So what happened, Joe?
I've been out running. I found her lying there.
When was it?
About 5 minutes ago, something like that. Listen, whatever she says, I know who did it.
Oh?
It was my dad.
Did you see him?
No.
Then how can you be sure it was him?
I could smell him.
How is it?
There's a cut to the back of the head. Doesn't look too deep, but I can't be sure.
Mrs. Paley, you remember me? D.S. Gregg, Sun Hill. This is my colleague, WPC Croft.
There you go, sweetie. Thank you.
Can you tell us who did this to you?
I've told him, Mum.
Told him?
It was Dad.
Was it your husband who assaulted you, Mrs. Paley?
Mum.
Yeah, perhaps it would be better if you and I were to wait outside, Joe, while WPC Croft has a word with your mum.
Mum, please.
All right. Yes.
It was your husband who did this.
Yes.
Are you prepared to come down to the station and make a statement to that effect?
and go to court.
Mum?
All right.
Fine. However, before we can go down to the station, there's something else we have to do. I'm making inquiries concerning some burglaries, Joe, and I need to ask you a few questions.
Me?
But before I do, I must caution you that you do not have to say anything unless you wish to do so, but what you say may be used in evidence. Is that clear?
What?
Do you know John McIntyre?
No.
A brooch found in his possession was identified as one stolen from a house last Monday. He claims you sold it to him.
He's lying. I don't know what they're on about, Mum, honest.
Yeah, I have a search warrant here. Perhaps we could start with your room, Joe?
Mum?
I'm afraid we need an adult present while we do this search. You all right to hang on? Do you want me to get a neighbour in?
No, no neighbours. Burglary?
I'll try not to worry. Where's your husband living now?
Dunno.
How long ago did he leave?
Couple of months.
And he didn't leave a forwarding address?
No.
What about friends, family?
I don't know where he is. All I know is he drinks at the Mitre.
You see? There's nothing there.
Right, let's try the other bedroom.
That's my mum's room.
So?
There's nothing to worry about. I was just wondering if you could tell me everything that you told WPC Data.
But why?
I'm handling the investigation. There's just a few things I'd like you to clear up. If you feel up to it, that is.
Yeah. I'm all right.
Okay, Julie. Well, look, sit down. Excuse me, I'll just get this out of the way. So what happened then?
I was frying some bacon and he came in the front door and hit me.
With no warning?
No.
He said nothing, just hit you?
Yeah.
Bit odd, wasn't it?
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, why should he come back suddenly, 8 o'clock in the morning?
I don't know.
Have you two communicated at all since he left?
No, but he sends money.
How did he seem?
See?
This morning?
What do you mean?
Well, was he angry, drunk, confused?
Angry, very angry.
So he just hit you?
Yeah.
Why, Julie?
I don't know, I've been over it 1,000 times in my mind, but there was this look in his eyes.
What look?
Well, like he really hated me, Mr. Lyons. I mean, people do things, don't they, suddenly out of the blue?
Yes. But he's hit you before, hasn't he? The doctor found other marks on you, old ones. Going back several months.
Yeah.
What provoked him in the past?
Everything.
Like what?
Knife set the wrong way, fluff on the water glass, Joe playing his CDs, small bits of soaps, cross-threaded jars, the shine on his jeans. Me being useless. That do you?
So when did it start going wrong?
Just after we got married, I couldn't find his bike keys.
So he hit you?
Yeah, but he was sorry after he'd done it.
Interview with Joseph Paley, time 10:30. Officers present, DS Gregg and WPC Croft. Also present, duty social worker Alan Pearson. I am showing Joe Paley a metal brooch in the shape of a bow with green enamel and white stones. Ever seen that before?
Nope. Sorry.
John McIntyre says you sold it to him last night back at the Carpenter's Arms.
He's lying.
This brooch came from a house burgled on Monday. 5 other houses were recently broken into using the same method of entry.
I don't know what you're on about. Look, I don't want to seem rude, but I gotta be somewhere. It's important.
The man you sold the brooch to can prove he wasn't in Sun Hill the night it was stolen.
I didn't sell him anything. He made it up.
Why would he do that?
I don't know. He's never liked me.
Thought you said back at the house you didn't know John McIntyre.
Yeah, all right, I did sell him a brooch, but I never nicked it.
So where did you get it?
I found it.
Did Dan ever hit Joe?
Just the usual stuff.
What's that?
Well, you know, if Joe was cheeky, then Dan would give him a smack.
Cheeky lad, is he?
No more than most.
He landed himself in a bit of bother a while back.
Yeah, but that's behind him now.
Does his father know?
I mean, it's a difficult time, isn't it, being a teenager?
Especially for the parents. All the energy they've got waiting to burst out.
Yeah, sometimes feels like Joe's too big for the house.
It must be hard coping on your own.
Shall I tell you something awful, Mr. Lyons?
Go on.
When I realised Dan wasn't coming back, after I'd started to relax, do you know what I did?
What?
I thanked God.
Well?
How's it going with Joe Paley?
Early days.
Well, do us a favour, will you? See if you can get him to open up about his home life.
Come on, I'm conducting a burglary investigation.
I just want to know what you make of the lad.
What's the problem? Mrs. Paley gone moody on you?
No, she's made a statement saying it was the husband.
But?
Did I say but? Thanks, Sarge.
Sergeant Gregory enters the room.
Is he still claiming he knows nothing about those burglaries?
If I could help you, I would, but I can't.
What about your mum, Joe?
What about her?
Enjoy making her suffer?
No, of course not.
Do what you want. Never mind if it hurts her.
Oh, what is this? I don't give my mum trouble. It's my dad you should be after. Do you know he put an iron on her back, deliberate? He's the villain.
Oh, yeah. And I suppose this helps her. Selling stolen property.
You reckon it's funny, him knocking her about? Shouting, his chair, his cup, everything perfect just for him. Well, now he's gone. It's me and her, and I'm not mucking that up.
How do you mean?
I got responsibilities. OK, I should have handed the brooch in, but I wanted the money for us so she wouldn't have to worry.
So if you didn't steal it, where did you get the brooch? And forget the I found it doesn't wash.
Off some kid.
You expect us to believe that a kid just gave you a brooch?
I'm telling you the truth, you gotta believe me.
Why should we, Joe?
I'm not gonna nick, am I? If I nick, I risk getting banged up. If I'm banged up, I can't look after my mum, and we all know what that means.
What?
He'll be back with his smelly aftershave, his shiny shoes, standing in our living room like nothing ever happened. Well, I'm telling you, I'm not having that.
Morning.
Morning.
Morning, Mr. Lyne.
Morning, Stan. This is DC Woods.
Morning.
It's a bit early for you, isn't it?
How come everybody thinks running a booze is nothing but free beer and after-hours drinking?
Don't say that. It's a policeman's fantasy, retiring and owning a pub.
Yeah? Well, I'm thinking of retiring and becoming a cop. What you after?
You know about a Dan Paley?
Why?
You're not in the force yet, Stan. We ask the questions.
Dan's a good customer. Always first to buy around.
Do you know where he's living?
Why not ask his missus?
Come on, Stan.
They took a room, one of those lodging houses in Cobwick Street.
What's he like, this Dan Paley?
Okay, one of the lads.
We heard he's got a bit of a temper.
Not in here, he hasn't. Couldn't ask for a better bloke. The ladies love him.
That right?
Yeah, he has them eating out of his hand. And I reckon half of them want to go a bit further.
I'm not going home without Joe.
No, sure, I'll try and find out what's happening.
They've got it all wrong, so he made a mistake. So what?
We'll see.
I mean, I'm his mum. We live in the same house. I should know.
Dan Paley?
Yeah?
DC Lyons, DC Woods, Sunhill. Can we have a word?
What about?
Well, if you can just come in.
Yeah, sure. I'm sorry about the mess. It's the cleaning woman's day off. It's not what I'm used to. So, what can I do for you?
An allegation of assault has been made against you.
What? Well, who am I supposed to have assaulted?
Your wife, Julie Paley.
You're joking.
I must caution you, do not have to say anything unless you wish to do so. But what you say may be given in evidence, do you understand? Who were you just after 8 o'clock this morning?
Well, I was here, sleeping it off.
Can anyone verify that?
No. I don't believe this.
One kid, 5 burglaries.
Yeah, well, perhaps he had an accomplice. Remember, all the stuff that was nicked was small.
So where is it?
We've got nothing else to go
You're
on.
talking about those burglaries with the same MO? I think I have.
What?
Well, 4 of the 5 houses have supposedly got alarms fitted, but in the case of 3, all they've actually got is the casing.
What, just a box to deter burglars?
Yeah. The 4th had a working alarm which went off, scaring our thief. All 4 householders got their alarms from the same firm, Reef Security.
Nice one.
What about the 5th victim?
Oh, no alarm, sorry. Here's the address.
Thanks.
Look, I haven't been near her, right?
Your wife made a statement claiming the opposite.
And she's lying. Why would I go back? I'm the one left her.
It's not so great, eh? Living on your own.
Well, it's only temporary.
How do you mean?
I've met someone, Dawn. Nice girl.
She why you left your wife?
No, never. Family life means a lot to me. You ask anyone.
So why did you leave?
I'd had enough.
Enough of what?
Just enough. Look, I don't want to be unkind, but, you know, Julie's not the easiest to live with, you know?
In what way?
Well, to put it mildly, she's a bit of a slut around the house.
Maybe you expect too much.
You ask my mates, I tell you, I'm a very reasonable man.
This morning wasn't the first time you assaulted your wife, was it?
Hang on.
Is that what happened a couple of months ago? You gave her a slap too many and she kicked you out?
Now, she begged me to stay. Look, I love Julie and the boys, but it was impossible.
Where were you at 8 o'clock this morning?
I told you, I was in bed.
After a night on the bevy. Do you enjoy a drink, do you?
I'm a builder, right? Self-employed. I climb a lot of ladders. I don't work Saturdays.
Friday night's party night.
I work hard. I deserve a bit of fun.
And you carried on drinking back at your place?
I couldn't sleep. You know what it's like. It helps you unwind.
It's strange what you get to thinking about, isn't it? When you're alone with a bottle of whiskey.
I'm not with you.
Well, there's you, living in this one room, somebody else's poxy furniture. And there's Julie, nice home, comfortable. It's bound to make you angry.
She needs somewhere for the kid.
Yeah, but you gave her all that, didn't you? Now you're roughing it. Can't be fair, can it?
Who says life's fair?
Is that why you went round there this morning, to sort things out, yeah?
No.
Show her who's boss?
No.
Why not? It worked before. She's got the scars.
Oh, no, not that old story. All right, look. We had a couple of run-ins, right? But that was then. Why would I go back?
Comfortable surroundings, waitress service.
Are you crazy? Do you know what it's like living with those two?
Tell us.
Well, both of them whispering behind me back. No, Joe always came first. I mean, she spoiled the kid rotten. She turned him against me.
Why would she do that?
Well, I don't know, do I? You tell me. I worked my socks off. Were they grateful? Were they hell? I had no respect, either of them.
So you thought you'd teach Julie a lesson, did you?
Look, for the last time, I haven't been near her. I've got Dawn now. We're getting a place. She's got no kids and a great sense of humour. I tried my best, believe me. Look, Julie's the past.
You wanted to see me?
Yeah. I'm sorry, Mr. Lyons, but I can't go through with it. I've changed my mind.
Are you telling me it wasn't Dan who assaulted you?
No, I'm just saying I don't want him charged.
Why?
I'm sorry, but it's all too much.
I see my mum now?
Yeah, she's waiting for you in the foyer. I'll take you through.
Hello, Dad.
What's he doing?
Come on, John.
Is this your idea of a joke? I'm warning you.
Yeah? What are you going to do?
Wait, that's enough. That's enough.
You don't frighten us!
So why don't you want to go ahead with the assault charge, Julie?
I'll get a divorce. That's what Joe wants me to do.
You could do both.
Yeah, but this business would only make things difficult, wouldn't it, for Dan and me to sort things out?
Not necessarily.
Joe and I could move. We could start again.
Look, if you want to talk things through, I'm in no rush.
No, I'm sure. I'll get a divorce. And then it'll be just me and Joe then. And everything will be all right.
What's the owner's name again?
Ronnie Merchant.
Yeah. It's the police. Is Ronnie Merchant there?
Come in.
Mr. Merchant.
Very same.
DS Gregg, WPC Croft, Sun Hill.
Business is quiet. We can talk upstairs.
I wonder if you'd mind taking a look at this list. Apparently you fitted alarm casings to the top 3 properties and a working alarm to the 4th. Is that correct?
Give me a minute and I'll check. Why are you interested in this lot anyway?
They got burgled.
Great publicity, thanks. First on your list, Scott's. Fitted them 3 weeks ago.
How do you make these sales?
Advertising, word of mouth, cold calling. Here's your next 2. Davies, 2.5 weeks ago, and Ellery's about the same time.
What's the procedure when you visit a potential client?
Fill in a form.
Saying what?
Security weaknesses, recommendations, times the punter's normally in.
What happens to these forms?
Filed over there in case the computer goes down. Here's your 4th, Ferguson. Don't tell me he's got done.
Failed attempt. The alarm worked.
Good job Ferguson changed his mind.
How do you mean?
Well, he ordered a casing. Then when me and Steve got out there, he asked us to install a full system.
Who else works here?
Well, Karen. And as I said, Steve, but he's been laid up a week with a broken arm.
Anyone else?
There's Jason.
Jason who?
Leach. Only 17, but bright.
Is he in the shop now?
I've given him the morning off to play a 5-a-side. It's a needle match.
Would he know that Mr. Ferguson had decided to go for a full security system?
Can't say I mentioned it to him. We were busy that week.
Which file would Ferguson have landed up in?
Should be in with the functional systems, but I wouldn't put money on it.
I don't suppose you've come across a Mr. Jock Gregory, have you?
Fawcett Gardens? The paperwork on him. I was just about to close the deal when he went cold. Don't tell me he's been turned over too.
Afraid so.
Serves him right. Here we are, Ferguson. Never got moved over. Still in the file with the non-functionals.
Does Jason Leach have access to these files?
Sure.
You wouldn't happen to know which team he plays for, would you?
I've wasted your time. Sorry.
You can always change your mind, you know.
Thanks. But right now, I just want to get me and Joe home.
Excuse me. I'm looking for a Jason Leach.
Aren't we all?
Sorry?
He phoned in unfit with muscle strain. I'm another man down as it is.
I'm Detective Sergeant Gregg, Sun Hill. Have you got an address for him?
Belthorne Street, above the carpet shop. I don't suppose you play football, do you?
Looks a bit out of my league. Thanks for your help.
Sarge,
What?
look at this. Team list. Jason Leach, Steve Bryant, Joe Paley. Jason Leach, Joe Paley play football together.
Mum, where have you been? They've got Dad. I saw him.
Joe, listen. I'm not going through with it.
Why not?
Your mum's got her reasons, Joe.
You had him cold.
I'm sorry, Joe, but it's for the best.
Sorry?
Remember, if you need us, you know where we are.
Jason Leach?
Yeah?
DS Gregg, WPC Croft, Sun Hill. May we come in?
Why?
Like a word.
Sorry, I've done my leg in.
Are your parents at home?
Ibiza.
You work at Reef Security, right?
Yeah?
Several of the houses supplied by them have been burgled.
What's that got to do with me?
Looks as though you might be implicated in those burglaries.
Who says?
So just to clear things up, I'd like to ask you a few questions, but in your own interest, I must caution you that you do not have to say anything unless you wish to do so, but what you say may be used in evidence. You understand?
Yeah, but...
We've just come from Fairley Sports Hall.
What's the score?
Not good. I understand you play for the same team as Joe Paley.
Sometimes.
What else do you two get up to?
Sorry?
You had access to information concerning the properties that were broken into, Jason.
I'm not the only one.
No, but you were the only one who didn't know that one of the punters changed his mind and ordered a real security system instead of a dud. Must have given you quite a shock when it went off.
What do you mean?
A man turns up with a brooch stolen from one of these properties. He says Joe Paley sold it to him. You play football with Joe, you work for Reef Security.
It's a coincidence.
It's 5 separate counts of burglary for starters, Jason. Not bad for a first offence.
It wasn't me. I didn't do that.
What did you do then, Jason?
I gave Joe Paley the info. That's all.
You expect us to believe that you didn't go with him on any of these jobs?
He didn't want me to.
But he gave you a cut of the profits.
You must be joking. He reckoned he needed it all.
How come?
His dad had left home. He was nicking to help his mum.
And don't worry, mate. I won't be suing for wrongful arrest.
That's a relief.
Is Julie still here?
No.
The boy?
No.
Sad when you think about it.
How do you mean?
17 years we were married. Still, I'm lucky. At least I'm making a new start.
That right?
Yeah. Finally found someone who knows a good thing when she sees it.
Think Julie knew what Joe was up to?
Probably decided to play deaf and dumb.
You all right, Julie?
I'm sorry. We've received new evidence concerning the burglaries. Joseph Paley, you do not have to say anything unless you wish to do so, but what you say may be given in evidence. Do you understand?
What new evidence?
Leave this to me.
Where were you on the night of Wednesday the 16th?
What's going on?
I told you, leave it.
Oh, don't be stupid, Joe.
Me? Stupid? I'm the one that got rid of him.
Your dad?
Yeah. It was okay for him to be late, but if I was. So I hit him. And he hasn't been back since.
So who hit you, Julie?
Come on, you, back to the Nick. I'll be in the car.
Mum.
Move.
It was Joe this morning, wasn't it?
He'd been out for his run, and he came back and his breakfast wasn't ready. He's got an important match.
He assaulted you.
He lost his temper, that's all. He's never done it before.
He'll do it again, Julie.
You people think you know everything, don't you? Julie. One night, when Joe was a baby, I walked out. I got as far as the end of the street. Joe was screaming his head off. It was pouring down with rain, and I got 2 quid in my purse. All right? Go on, say it. Say I was a fool to go back. It's going to be all right now, because it's just me and Joe.
Nothing's changed, Julie. You're still stuck in this house. Only now you're waiting for Joe to thump you instead.
He's my son.
Exactly. You can't get a divorce from Joe.
Joe is all I've got.
Did he remind you of anyone this morning? When his breakfast wasn't ready? When he smacked you in the face? Stop lying to yourself, Julie. One day he's going to be some other woman's husband. You've got to do something.
Always knew I should have kept on walking.
What do you know about horse racing?
Not a thing.
Neither do I. There he is.
Johnson from Skase. Target 2 approaching.
Yep, got him. Looks like he's heading for target 1. All units, stand by. Go on, go on. Let him do the business, wait for it. All units, go, go, go!
Police! Out! Now! Come here, you! Now stay there!
Johnson won't nick. Give me that. Well done.
It's gone like clockwork, Gov. No casualties. Well, not on our side, anyway.
Well done, Sally. I'll let the chief super know. Oi, you go easy on me, brother.
Shut it.
You say nothing, Billy.
Hello.
He's from Leeds, Gov. According to his driving licence, his name is Kenneth Glover, aged 40.
Right.
We'll give your local nickering, Mr. Glover. See what they can tell us.
Oh, there's got to be $2,000 in here minimum.
Great.
See, they can mess with the county mounties, but they tried it too close to home this time. Well done, Danny. You did good.
Well, it's a problem. Well, it's not a problem exactly, but none of these characters are Titch Lineker.
Oh, really? Oh. There, chateau bottled and Sunnell nicked.
Pearce deserves a mention. He's had this on the boiler for weeks, apparently. Information received.
No more highwaymen on the Dover Road, then?
No, sir. And according to Pearce's man, all the hijacks are down to the same team. And they'll be out of action for a while now.
Good. Sounds like one for the area press office to me.
Well, I'd hold your horses on that one, sir. At least until they're charged.
I mean, someone's made a right cock up.
Tea club, Sarge. 4 quid. It's a fortnight. What's happening here, then?
Booze hijacks. CID got the Bennett brothers and the buyer banked to rights. Good result.
So, what now, Sarge?
Well, the DI wants us to use a warrant since we got it, so turn Titch Lineker's place over.
Yeah, but if he wasn't at the changeover, then he's rumbled us, hasn't he?
Who knows? Give him a tag anyway.
Do you really think he'd work with cowboys like these?
I doubt it, but you might get some evidence on the Kent heist. Go on, and take Tosh with you.
Come on, get me out of here.
Shut it in there.
Oh, Steve.
Nice one, eh?
Yeah, great. But why wasn't I in on it?
We weren't here, were you? Look, I got a message through. Some character telling me that the changeover was happening today. So I have to make this snap decision, don't I? I told the DI and we went for it. Sorry.
Did he say who he was?
No.
Did he mention me?
No. Look, Sarge, I've been feeding you information on these jobs for weeks. I've told you what, I've told you where. Yeah, well, you got the who wrong, didn't you? I mean, where was Titch Lineker? I've gone in there mob-handed and ended up with the Bennett brothers. How's that make me look? Well, you got 3 bodies, didn't you? Look, whoever your snout is, he got it wrong. I don't know what you're paying him, but it's too much. He's had you over. Watch him. I paid him nothing. Yeah, well, there's a lesson for you there, Steve. Next time an experienced officer offers to co-run an informant with you, jump at the chance, OK?
I'm saying nothing.
According to your driving licence, you're Kenneth Glover and you live in Chapeltown, Leeds. Mr. Glover, you were caught buying a van load of wine that had been hijacked on its way back from Dover.
No, I was caught sitting in a van.
Oh, you're a philanthropist, are you, Mr. Glover? You gave £2,000 to Mr. Bennett.
Wrong again. He grabbed it and ran when you attacked us.
Why did you get into the van, Mr. Glover? Why that van in particular? You're a friend of the Bennetts, are you?
I'm saying nothing.
Oh, you should have known better, shouldn't you? I will do next time.
Has he got nothing better to do?
Sarge.
What's wrong with him?
It's the booze hijack, Sarge. Steve volunteered a lot of information to DS Pearce on the promise of a joint operation. But when the final piece of the jigsaw came through, Pearce steams in, gets all the credit. He's the new DI's golden boy, and Steve's left out in the cold. Well, why didn't he tell me? We know what he's like, Sarge. You should have more sense. That's it then, is it, Sarge? We'll see.
What, you took a job without knowing who it was for? Come off it. That's daft.
Yeah, well, we are daft, aren't we? Ask anyone.
No, but you think we are, and you're wrong.
It happens all the time. We're a cad firm. Someone rings us. They say, take a vehicle from A to B, the key's in the dash with the money. This one was parked down in Catford. Yeah, full of booze. Oh, we thought it was going to be empty, just another van going back up north.
Why didn't Glover drive it from Catford himself?
Well, he's a turnip, isn't he? Comes from north of Watford. He'd get lost. Look, this is the 4th van load of booze that's been hit on a Dover road in a month. All the same modus. Yeah? What's a modus?
You hijack the van and then you sell the booze onto Glover.
Don't be silly, that's illegal. I took off because I thought I was being mugged and I didn't want the crooks to get Mr. Glover's money.
Oh, very public-spirited of you.
That's the way I am. Ask me, Mum.
Don't worry, I intend to.
For the last time, Mr. Lineker, are you in?
Keep to me. Just keep well back.
I risked my limbs giving you that information. What have I had back? You've bought one flaming carburettor off me.
Bracker, you told me Titch Lineker was doing these hijacks. What's going on?
That's what I heard. You got the baddies, didn't you?
I didn't get anything. Did you ring CID this morning?
No, mate. You know I only talk to you, don't I?
Well, these jobs aren't going to stop with the Bennetts locked up, are they? They couldn't organise this.
Well, I can't understand it. Maybe they're working for Lineker.
Well, you tell me. You're the one that's meant to know.
What's he after?
Don't worry about him. Worry about me. Look, Racker, all the information you've given me up to now is worth nothing now we got this wrong. We're not credible. I need something concrete.
Well, is there any money in it, mate? That's the bottom line. I'm skinned. OK. All right. There's a whisper going around. Just a sniff. But I might get to know something. But I'm not a charity, you know.
OK. I'll see what I can do.
Right, then. I'll get my ear to the ground.
You do that.
Lineker isn't here, which is no surprise. And there's nothing to link him with any of the hijacks either.
Right, come back in. One of you can go with DS Pearce to the Bennetts.
Afternoon. Afternoon.
Danny, you got a minute?
Well, it really will have to be a minute, Bob. I'm up to here. What's the problem?
I've heard a whisper that Steve Loxton's been left out of a good arrest after doing the work.
I haven't got time for this.
It isn't true, then?
He put up information, but not all the information. I said he could be in on it, if I could swing it, but I couldn't. It happened too quick. What?
This is out of order, Danny, and you know it.
Hey, Bob, we got the villains banged up. The home team won. What is the problem?
Mention Steve's input, will you?
What input? He got it wrong. Running an informant is an art, Bob. You know that. Loxton got stitched. I offered to make it official a month ago, but he wouldn't have it. Wouldn't trust me or something.
Can't think why.
Yes, that's the one. Yes, that's all mine. Can I take it now?
No, it has to be photographed first, but I'll fix it. It won't take long. If you could give me some details while we're waiting.
Well, I didn't see very much. Some old banger bumps me up the back. I get out to check the damage and wham 'em down. Oh, that's it.
Car that rammed you, had you seen it before? The ferry terminal service station, maybe?
I never stopped.
He probably followed you all the way up the A2 waiting for his chance.
Listen, we're off to the Bennetts.
Yeah, okay.
All right, come on. Cheers. Here we go. Got any more useful information for us, Steve?
I do, as it happens, yeah. Only my man wants paying. Maybe you could fund it, Sarge.
I think I'll give it a miss this time. Oh, and do yourself a favour, Steve. Don't get in any deeper. I think I've got bubonic plague, the looks I'm getting today. I organised 3 arrests, short notice, and what does Loxton do? He goes crying to his Uncle Bob because he doesn't get a piece.
Yeah, well, some people are like that, aren't they? What they can't eat, they spit on.
Yeah.
Flash gate.
Have they asked for a brief?
No, they haven't, Mrs. Bennett.
That's because they're telling the truth. Means nothing to you, vultures.
The truth, Mrs. Bennett, is that a man has been hit over the head with a pickaxe handle while his van was being stolen, and he could have been killed.
And when have you known my boys use violence? When was this robbery, anyway?
Night before last, Saturday.
No. No, sorry. Haven't any drivers. They're all out.
She'd stand up for them if they'd nicked the crown jewels. It's a joke.
And is this a joke as well? Couldn't be in 2 places at once, could they? Saturday night, my birthday party.
Who took this?
Nightclub photographer. His name's on the back.
It's a total cock-up. I've had 6 officers tied up on this, and now you're telling me it's looking dubious.
Gov,
You want to try telling the Chief Super it's looking dubious? He's virtually written his press statement. Somebody's not been checking their facts.
I wouldn't say that, Gov.
Oh, wouldn't you? Yeah?
Excuse me, Gov. Yeah. I had the club photographer checked, and he's kosher. He also confirmed that the photograph was taken at 10 o'clock on the night of the hijack, so that's the Bennetts out of the frame for it.
Well, that's wonderful. So now we know it's not dubious, it's certain. They'll walk.
Well, we're still going for handling, Gov.
Where exactly have you been getting your information from, Danny?
I can't tell you that, Gov.
Who? A name?
Well, I can't tell you his name, Gov. It's someone that Loxton has been bringing on.
So you set this entire operation up on the say-so of somebody you never met?
Yeah.
Did you know this? Well, you should have done. Right. Well, we better see what we can salvage from this, eh?
Don't you ever put me in a position like that again.
Like what?
If you want me to act on information in the future, I want every detail. I do not want to hear anything for the first time in front of the DCI when the ship's going down. Do you understand?
I was trying to catch villains. That is what I'm here to do.
No, you were trying to score brownie points. I'll be watching for that in future. Fortunately for you, the Bennetts are going nowhere. They're as guilty as hell.
Well, how do you know that?
I can smell it on them.
Danny, Leeds reckon there's no Kenneth Glover at the address on the driving licence. It's a rooming house, but there is a Kenneth Tomlinson. I reckon he was charged at Sun Hill a few years ago.
Thanks, Ray. Donna?
Well, there should be something in the charge index, but without a specific date, it could take some digging out.
Well, let's start digging, shall we?
Well, I should have knocked off already, Sarge. Do you want me to ask Mr. Cato about overtime?
No. Better not. Show me where the books are.
So, do you do everything your brother tells you then, Billy? Suspect grins, which I take to be an affirmative gesture.
Billy, it's only fair to tell you this. Ted's been shooting his mouth off all afternoon. We only need your side of events to check the facts.
Suspect makes a childish face.
Well, I suppose he might have gone home.
Nah, he's just staying out of the way. He's playing hard to get.
363, Sierra Oscar.
363 receiving, go ahead, Reg.
Steve, D.I. Johnson would like a word with you as soon as possible.
Receive, Reg. Look, we're watching a disc qual at the moment. He's had a drink. We think he might drive.
Understood, Steve.
Oh, Rod, how's it going with Billy?
No how, Sarge. He's acting dumb. Well, at least I think he's acting. You know, Lineker could have dropped the Bennetts in this. If he worked out that we were onto him, he'd let someone else test the water, wouldn't he? Ring a local cab firm. A sort of dial-in idiot.
Yeah, could be. Listen, have a crack at this, would you?
Glover, is it?
Yeah, only he's not called Glover now. He's called Tomlinson. We think.
Taken together, these points have to be considered.
Oh, they're up to hearing it. You know they are. They were driving the vehicle.
All right, you had grounds for arrest, but I'm no longer sure we can justify detention.
I know what this is all about.
I beg your pardon?
This is about one of your officers having his snout pushed out of the trough.
No, it's about the Police and Criminal Evidence Act. If there are no grounds to detain the men, I have a duty to release them.
Once they're out of here, I've lost them, but you know that.
My first review comes up at 8. If you haven't turned anything up by then, I'll have to consider release.
If they walk...
Nothing on Glover alias Tomlinson yet. Rod's going through...
Monroe's considering release.
Oh, he's bluffing.
He'd better be.
Well, he's trying to wind you up. He's like that. He gets self-righteous and... What now, Gav?
Glover's the weak link. The Bennetts have got it off pat.
Right, Gav.
I'll be pursuing a line of inquiry, Pearce.
363 receiving, go ahead.
Yes, Steve, I've got D.I. Johnson in the cab room.
I'm way, Sarge.
Yes, Mrs. Bennett, they have been fed.
Has Billy asked for me?
No, Mrs. Bennett.
Have they been offered a duty solicitor?
They have.
And what did they say?
It was unrepeatable, Mrs. Bennett.
Well, you can't expect to keep them banged up here forever. They've got a business to run. I'll sue.
Well, I thought I'd better tell you, sir. Save any embarrassment later.
Thank you, Jack. There was a time when the bearer of bad news would lose his head. I'm not sure we've progressed that much.
No, sir. It's not the head we go for now. Ah, Loxton. Sir. Word of advice. Don't take too much on yourself, because you end up screwing everybody else up.
Yes, sir.
Loxton.
Mum.
Have a seat. You took your time.
I had other duties to attend to, Mum. I made it as soon as I could.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. Loxton, there's something I want to say to you. We have to square things, don't we?
Do we, Mum?
Yes, we do, because if we don't and things carry on as they are, the only ones that will benefit are the villains. Right. You've been let down by a member of my team, which means you've been let down by me. Because I should have known what was happening right down the line, but I didn't check. I took things for granted.
Oh, well, these things happen, don't they, Mum?
Just to make sure they don't happen again, I want to establish some ground rules. In future, you get anything you think we might be interested in, don't give it to my DSs, bring it to me.
That's just it, Mum. There might not be another time. It's a specialised area, isn't it, running a snout?
I don't know, a bit of common sense goes a long way. Loxton, this is an apology or the nearest you'll get to getting one. Don't waste it.
No, Mum.
Right then. This man of yours, who is he?
He's a car dealer. Tits Lineker's been leaning on him to provide disposable vehicles.
To ram vans with.
He wouldn't know that. Thing is, he took Titch over a car last week, and Titch was on his mobile phone to someone. The buyer, we think.
Glover.
Don't know. Whoever it was, he said he couldn't pick up anything till today. As soon as my man could find out where it was all happening, he was going to let me know.
And?
And he got through to DS Pearce, didn't he?
You should have been co-running him.
So DS Pearce informs me, Mum.
It's sound practice, Loxton. You need somebody to watch your back, somebody you can trust. Look, this morning should have been a joint operation. There's still time. Do you agree? I'm only asking once.
Yes, ma'am.
Come on, then.
Oh, Gov, we found him in the charge index and dug this out. The descriptions are the same. Kenneth Tomlinson, Kenneth Glover. It's got to be the same man.
Well, he may be redeemed yet. Where's the DI?
No, she's not keeping me informed of her movements right now, Gov.
Well, we'll do it ourselves, then.
Yes, Gov.
Sarge?
Yeah?
I'll be off then, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Rod.
Hello, Racker.
Hello, mate. Just want to get in the car for a minute.
Racker, this is D.I. Johnson.
Racker, I don't want to mess about. I've had a bad day. Now, we can either do this the easy way or the hard way. It's up to you. I don't care.
What's you on about, mate?
You were in possession of information I need, and one way or another, you're going to give it to me. There's an offence to withhold information about a crime and to deal in bent motors.
They're not bent.
PC Loxton's been very good to you, I hear.
Give over. I haven't had a penny.
He hasn't taken an excessive interest in your activities, has he? Could be difficult trying to sell motors with a constant police presence. Could be worse if certain people find out what you've told us already.
What's the easy way?
The easy way is we run this properly, on a long-term basis, the three of us. I get you registered, you get paid out of a fund legit, and you don't get any hassle. Right, now why wasn't Titch Lineker at the changeover this morning? Isn't he in on this?
Yeah. He's done all the hijacks. 4 of them.
So how come the Bennetts turned up? Lineker wouldn't work with them, would he?
No, mate.
So what were the Bennetts doing there? How did they find out? You told them, didn't you, Racker?
Yes, mate. It just slipped out.
Would the Bennetts have enough nerve to muscle in on Titch Lineker?
Yeah, they're crazy.
Did you tell the Bennetts where Lineker was hiding his van load of booze?
Yes, mate.
Right. Well, you better tell us then.
You're not Kenneth Glover, as you told us. You're Kenneth Tomlinson. And in 1989, you were charged at this station with burglary artifice. In 1991, you lost your licence. You took your test again in the name of Glover. Now, that in itself is an offence. Do you have anything to say?
You seem to be doing all right yourself.
You lived in London for 4 years. You were a driver. So all this stuff about not driving across London is garbage.
I'm saying nout.
The Bennetts are going to be released from here in half an hour. You're going to face all this on your own. How's it feel to be had over by a couple of London wire boys, eh?
I never thought I was meeting those brats, did I?
Who did you think you'd be meeting? Titch Lineker?
Maybe. Look, I'm not grassing characters in his league. Sorry.
You gave the Bennett brothers some money, didn't you? What was it for? Liquor?
Yeah, it was. 2 grand.
Yeah. Mum. Titch Lineker.
Richard Lineker. I'm arresting you for robbery. You don't have to say anything unless you wish to do so, but what you say may be given in evidence.
Can I have the keys?
Why? You ready to charge someone?
Yeah.
Richard Lineker, Sarge.
Hello, Titch.
The injury's down to the Bennetts.
Well, we'll get him a doctor.
What's happening, Gov?
Well, we found enough booze in his lockup to time him with the other hijacks. I'd say the problem was the Bennetts found out about the Saturday job before we did.
Well, we've got enough on Glover to charge him with handling, but now we've got Titch, I suppose there might be more forthcoming.
Yeah, well, let's hope that applies to all of us, eh?
Yes, Gov. If you say so.
I do. And that's the way I want to play it from now on.